Hi everyone. I got asked this question a lot over the last few days of why are you starting your seeds so early? Isn't it too early to start seeds up here in Alaska? Well, my opinion, no, it's never too early. And two, if you have the resources to do it, I kind of strongly suggest it. Our grow season isn't long and it's kind of rough up here. We had a very wet summer in 2021. So we had a lot of slug problems and a lot of other issues that came along with a lot of moisture. And we didn't have enough light. So it kind of made it a little difficult for the plants to hit their max capacity of producing a yield. I did have a lot of bloom rot and stuff like that when it came to my tomatoes, especially one variety. So I'm going to try them again, see how they do. If they don't do so well, then you're gone. But to go on, a lot of plants need a time period before the last frost date to grow, to be started. For tomatoes, it's 6 to 10 weeks before your last frost date. My last frost date is the end of May. So that's pretty far into the year. And I don't mind starting them early. I have a heated barn / garage / workshop. It's kind of my everything building, and there's electricity and there's a lot of space in there. So I can set up a germination area and a light area and a heated area and, just the whole kit caboodle. But what is the important fact is you have to think of the grow season. And we only have about maybe 100 days, give or take. I say maybe because I'm not 100% sure. It just varies on the year and when our last frost is. So,
I found it.
Awesome, you found a puppy. All right, go play.
It's puppy time.
It's puppy time. So, to go on, I start my seeds early due to the fact of a lot of plants do not start producing until after they hit their maturity date. And that varies. It really does. Because it matters on how warm it is. Are they getting enough light? Are they having enough nutrients? So it really varies. And some years are good and some years are bad. I kind of just count on whatever could happen can happen. Not everything is cut and dry. So it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. Like, I started asparagus seeds just a couple days ago. And my shirt's choking me. And I started my Swiss chard at the same time. Just because of the fact that every time I've grown Swiss chard, I've had to start extremely early just to get a plant this big by the time last frost comes to put outside. To be able to get to the point of having medium-sized stalks. So it's kind of one of those, after you start growing certain things for a while, you'll figure out what needs to start when and how, everything will grow. This year was our first year growing at our homestead. And I had planters everywhere on the property, figuring out which place was the best place for what type of plants. Now this year, I do know where to put what and when I need to start it. So last year I had plants I started back in January that didn't do so great. And that was several months before they were needing to be done. They didn't do great because they didn't have enough light or heat. They need warmth and all this other stuff. And then I had other plants that did great that I started in February. I do different start batches. just so I know what will do great. Like the celery, it took 2 attempts for me to get it to germinate. But that was a learning curve. A lot of this is still a learning curve, so I start them early just so I have a chance to get a batch ready by the closest recommended weeks out from frost date. So I hope this answers everything for why I start my seeds so early in Alaska. And I hope it helps other people. Gardening is literally experimenting. You have to figure it out. And cross your fingers, honestly, and hope that the weather is in your favor. Well, I hope this helps everybody, and I wish you all a wonderful day. I'm going out to the barn to feed all the animals and work on the plants. Have a great day.